Sunday is senior day for the Texas A&M women's basketball team. We will talk about that matchup with Kentucky here in a moment. But first, it's time to get to know one of those Aggie seniors, guard Chelsea Jennings. And in her final season at A&M, Jennings has saved her best for last, averaging a career-high 9 points per game. So earlier this season, I got a chance to ask her some questions, and she was kind enough to answer. Welcome to Get to Know Chelsea Jennings, Aggie senior women's basketball player. Chelsea, thank you for joining me today. First question, easy. When did you first start playing basketball?
I've been playing basketball since I was 4 years old.
What got you into the game of basketball?
My dad's always been around sports. He played everything, soccer, basketball, football, so that kind of got me into playing basketball.
So you played it all throughout your childhood. You became a star high school player. You were recruited heavily. You're from Fort Worth area, so you probably had a lot of schools coming after you. What was that like to be a high school player, knowing that lots of colleges were looking for you to come and play basketball for them?
It was fun, but it was also stressful because you have so many people giving their own input on where you should go, what you should do, and things like that. But it was a great experience.
And you eventually picked Texas A&M. At what point did you think, okay, A&M is where I want to go?
I was leaving my visit from Kentucky, and on my way back from Kentucky, I committed to A&M because I just loved the family atmosphere. And when I came on my visit, it was great, and that's what made me choose here. I
got to ask them, what was it about Kentucky that you thought, okay, no thank you, I got to go to Texas A&M?
I mean, I just knew Jordan Jones, Courtney Walker, Rachel Mitchell, Courtney Williams, Curtis Knox. I knew everybody coming in, so that was a great influence on why I did what I did.
Back on January 14th against Ole Miss, you went nuts at a career night, scored 29 points. I'm sure that was pretty exciting for you. What got into you during that game?
Honestly, I knew all the focus would be on Courtney Walker. With Courtney Williams out, I knew that it would leave me with open shots, and I just took advantage of it.
And talking to Coach Blair just moments ago, I don't know if he's talked to you at all about this, but he mentioned that you haven't really thought, he said that you haven't really thought much about pro ball, but that's a possibility, at least in his mind. What do you think about that?
I've always just been education first, and this year has opened my eyes, and I've realized that I actually have an opportunity to play pro ball and play overseas, so I'm looking forward to that.
And you're an architectural design major, you like to draw. Can you talk a little bit about being in that major? What do you like about that major?
Well, like you said, I love to draw, and that's why I got into the major. And my mom is in real estate, so she deals with homes and stuff like that, so that influenced me. And it's just a great field to be in, and I love it.
Is there any particular structures that you want to design in the future at all? Anything that really stands out to you?
I want to start off with just homes, but hopefully I can move to sports facilities and big buildings.
And talking to Coach Blair earlier as well, he mentioned that before games or during the pregame speech when he's talking, sometimes you grab a notebook, you take notes in case there's some things you need to remember and things like that. And he said that's interesting because nobody's ever done that before. Have you always done that throughout high school and college?
I actually just started doing it this year, and it helps me lock in and be focused on what I need to do each game. So each game I write something different, and I put down the key of which I want to do, whether it's offensive rebound, play good defense, those type of things, and I underline it so I emphasize what I want to do that game. Interesting,
because when he was saying that, first thing that popped in my mind was Chelsea might want to be a coach someday. Ever thought about that?
I have had a couple thoughts. I know it's a stressful field to be in, but I have thought about it, and I would like to get into that if architecture doesn't work out.
All right, Chelsea, well, the last question I have for you. You're a senior here. You've had a lot of different memories, I'm sure, but what is the most memorable thing so far that you can remember here at Texas A&M?
I would have to say my freshman year winning the SEC tournament after we went 0-4. Finishing out SEC play and able to bounce back and win the tournament was very special.
Well, hopefully you still have another memory ahead of you. You guys have a lot of season left, and you're having another excellent season. Good luck the rest of the way. This has been Get to Know Chelsea Jennings.